What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TTB Ravens Media. We are live. The Baltimore Ravens just took down the Dallas Cowboys in the preseason, which doesn't mean a lot in terms of who actually wins the Super Bowl, but it was nice to see the Ravens put on a good performance. The passing game was much better, which was nice. I'm going to give people a couple of minutes before we really start answering, every question possible, but should be a lot of fun. Obviously, ask me any Ravens questions you want. If you're new to the channel, to the stream, make sure to follow. Got 2 streams going on right now. Obviously, YouTube is the main one that I'm looking at, but also I've got the phone on TikTok as well. Abdi's in here. What's going on? How's it going? Just real quickly, the statistics for the game. Cooper Rush, 20 for 30, 198 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Devin Leary, 5 for 10. Both of them looked much better than they did last week. Rasheen Ali, 19 carries, 62 yards. Dearness Johnson, 11 carries, 61 yards. Gaskins, 7 for 20. Abdi's ready for the season. I think we're all ready for the season. We're done watching these bums play quarterback. Devontae Walker looked phenomenal. Ended up with 6 receptions, 61 yards. Should have had a touchdown. Cooper Rush mixed them open in the end zone. Anthony Miller, 4 for 55. Dayton Wade, 4 for 45. Myles Gaskin, 1 for 24. Dearness Johnson fumbled the ball, picked it back up. That was on a kickoff. Kawan Rucker picked up a fumble. Jay Higgins led the team in tackles. The GOAT right there already. He had a sack as well. Keon Martin had a sack, which forced a safety, basically unblocked on a blitz, a corner blitz or DB blitz. Chandler Martin had a sack. Team ended up with 4 total sacks. Malik Ham as well. I know Josh was a big Malik Ham guy, so I know he's happy to see that. Teddy Buchanan looked definitely better. I felt like he looked improved. Not necessarily saying he looked like he's going to be the starter for us, but he definitely looked improved, which was nice to see. And then obviously Tyler Loop kicked a lot of field goals. He ended up going 5 for 6, long 53 yards. His miss was from 40 or so, in the 40s. I mean, it's not a great game. I'll say that. Like, it wasn't a great game from Tyler Loop. Like, yeah, 5 for 6. If you started him in fantasy football, you'd be really happy. But this is real football, and 5 for 6 is 83%, which is about average. Nice to see the 53-yard long, though. 2 for 2 on extra points. Jordan Stout, 2 punts, 112 yards. Both were fine. He had to redo one of them, but overall looked really solid. The interceptions, one of them felt like a low-key might have been on LeJontay Wester. He just did not get into his break at all. He was doing too much at the top of the route, and the ball ended up floating. Cooper Rush was trying to hit him on a timing route. I felt like LeJontay, you got to just get your body around to at least make a chance. It didn't look like he was even expecting the ball. Maybe a miscommunication, but I felt like maybe he should have done a little bit more. Also, Malik Cunningham should have had a touchdown, but what's his face missed him. Jay Higgins is a beast. Emil, you know what's up. You know what's up. Like, he is. Everybody knows Jay Higgins is a beast. Like, we gotta stop sleeping on this guy. Like, he's a dog. But Devontae Walker was definitely the guy that I was looking at as the biggest surprise, because we saw him last week unable to get the football. Not necessarily because of him, but the passing game was just so poor. This week, there was a clear desire from the offensive coordinator, obviously Todd Monken, and this entire Ravens staff to get Devontae Walker a chance. And he was running out routes. He was running design patterns, digs, hitches, crossers, double moves. They wanted to feed him the football, and they did, and it worked. That was very exciting to see. He was catching, not all of them were just easy, wide open catches. None of them were like crazy ridiculous, but they're still covered, outbreaking routes that he's making a play on the football and getting the catch. So it was really nice to see him do that. Definitely showcase that, hey, he's probably our wide receiver 4 over Tylan Wallace, which I love Tylan Wallace too. Like, those two are definitely battling, but Tez Walker, you can absolutely get him out there and have him run any route that you need from him, and he's going to make a play on it. Unfortunately, the other guy that I really wanted to watch this week was LeJounte Wester in terms of his route running ability, and I felt like he did not have a good game from the wide receiver standpoint. Now, not saying I'm writing him off by any means, but he did not look very polished. He had a good route. He got open on a outer corner route. It was a great ball to him, and he ends up dropping it, which was a little bit of an issue for him in college, and was really unfortunate because obviously, he did get open on that one. Then the interception, which I feel like is probably on him. It might not be, but on initial watch, it looked like it was definitely on him being too slow getting into the break. Kind of just sat at the top of the route without ever getting his body or head around. Um, but then defensively, Teddy Buchanan looked a lot better. He was hitting run holes. Run fits looked good. Ended up forcing. He didn't get the tackle, but shot the gap, got stiff armed, but the running back ended up going even wider, ended up getting tackled for like a 3 or 4 yard loss, which was a great play by him. Mike Green, I didn't get any sacks, but I felt like he looked good, at least in the run game. He was definitely getting pressures. He definitely won a couple of reps that I saw on initial watch. I'm excited to see what his actual pass rush win rate and such was, but I saw him getting chipped multiple times as well, which is good to see. Like, hey, teams are respecting him. They don't want him to go at their guys one-on-one. And he did look like he looked solid. He had a couple plays where he shot the run gap on a 4th down stop. It was run, and it wasn't necessarily Mike Green that blew it up. Mike Green was in on the tackle. I think it was Kirkwood. No, not Kirkwood. What's his name? 91. CJ Ravenel. I don't know why I was saying Keith Kirkwood. Obviously, he's the wide receiver that scored. Ravenel ended up kind of blowing the play up. The running back ends up running into Mike Green, Teddy Buchanan, and I want to say it was Sanusi Kane was the third one. Like, it was definitely solid. Adams comes in. Adam, what's going on, man? Says, even though it ain't the starters' defense, looked good. I believe Ruben Lowry make the roster since he can play corner and safety. Yeah, Ruben Lowry looked solid. And he's somebody that coming out of college was not looked at as like, oh, this guy's just going to be a hybrid, but he can be a hybrid for sure. So I definitely think he's got it. I'm looking at him higher on the radar than I am a guy like Bo Braid, which is kind of surprising because I really liked Bo Braid last year, but Ruben Lowry is definitely showing me something. He's definitely someone to watch. And then Keon Martin had that big sack, but that was more of a schematic sack than really anything else. And then we had the interception, which was obviously Ruben Lowry. And also Malachi Starks. They started throwing at Malachi Starks, and we saw Malachi Starks basically go out and try and level a dude. And, he alligator armed it and didn't even attempt to go for the catch, which was funny to see. But nice to see. He was afraid. He was afraid of Malachi Starks, which is nice. We want those safeties to, not allow people to go through. Not a good game from Ben Cleveland. Yeah, not a good game from Ben Cleveland. Like, this is the problem is everybody complains about Daniel Faalele, myself included, but we don't have another option on our team. Like, Ben Cleveland isn't a good guard by any means. Like, if Ben Cleveland was starting, we would still be saying the same things of like, why is Ben Cleveland starting? We have to go try and get somebody in free agency. There are multiple options, potential options just to get them in the building, just as, a chance, if someone doesn't play very well. Like, it's crazy that we're not giving like guards a look. I know that was the video we posted yesterday, was talking about guards. CJ Okoye wasn't as noticeable in the game, but he's, nose tackles are more of a, rewatch kind of look for. But on my initial watch, wasn't noticing him a lot. I saw Brant Urban did get a good stop, which I was happy with. That was in the red zone, which was cool. I did not see a lot out of what's his face, number 90, David Ojabo, which I was a little bit disappointed. How did Faalele look today? He didn't have any like major blunders, but like when you watch it the first time, that's kind of all you're able to notice is like really bad plays. So I didn't see anything like terrible from him, but it's only the first time I've watched it. I will watch it again, and we'll see how he actually looked. But on initial watch, didn't seem horrible, but that's not saying very much because, we're playing backup linemen. Chaos says, I don't think he played too bad. Still looking for the play of him getting blown up. Yeah, that's his problem. It's like when he makes a mistake, it's like horrible. Like it's really bad. 71 got wrecked a few times. Carson Vincent was not doing amazing, but he wasn't doing terrible. Like he definitely got beat by Houston on one of the plays, but it was his, he's very new, obviously coming out of a much smaller school. It'll take him time to adjust. He was not a play right away type offensive lineman that we drafted, and we were playing him on the left side. So just so everybody knows, left side for Carson Vincent is where he was playing on the blind side. Let's see here. I guess I should pull up Twitter, see if any big tweets are coming out from any important accounts. Let's see here. Tyler Lope at 250 plus yard field goals, which is nice, but again, 83%, still not amazing. But that's the tough part about being a kicker. I said it before, like it's just really tough being a kicker because you have to be damn near perfect in order to be considered good. Like, let's see, who's an average kicker? Matt Gay was an average kicker in his career. Matt Gay last year, 83.8%. This was an average Matt Gay game. Which is like that's fine. But like we're looking for a great kicker. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We've got more time. We'll see how he performs. It was nice to see him hit from range. He obviously has a huge leg. It just comes down to consistency. Emil, I agree. I'm liking the opportunities he's getting. The other thing is, like, it wasn't like an egregious miss. He just hooked it a little bit left, just barely missed it. No wind though, so we'll see. I'm interested to see how he's able to boost and kind of to announce. But I'm not going to be in town next weekend, so I won't be able to stream next weekend for the game. I'm gonna record it and watch it after the fact, but won't be able to watch the game next week because I will be camping, and I'm missing Stanford's first game as well against Hawaii. So I'm also recording that, and I'm recording Ohio State, Texas. So if y'all got my number, don't text me who wins those games over the weekend. I'll be back on Monday to watch the games, but leaving on Friday, I'll have videos scheduled. Actually, I probably won't have a video scheduled for Saturday or Sunday because I want to watch the game, and that's what I want to talk about on game day. Cleveland did miss the blitz on the interception. Oh, shocker. Like Ben Cleveland, big sexy as we call him. He's not it. Like that's the problem with Daniel Falele. He's not good, but our backups aren't any better, and that's why it's hard to be like mad at Harbaugh. It's more of an Eric DeCosta problem, I feel like. Adisa Isaac has a dislocated elbow. That just sucks, man. I saw he got injured on the kickoff. He's someone that showed flashes last week. We didn't even get to see him as a pass rusher this week. He's had injury problems. But Tyler Loop has officially won the Ravens starting kicker job after his 250-plus yard field goals, which congratulations to him. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens throughout the regular season. But you know what? I said he's won the job. Now it's time to fully root for him. But, we've been critical, but that's because, you got to be with kickers. But it's cool to see that he has officially won the job. Hopefully that takes pressure off, right? Somebody said, I thought Ben Cleveland was called Big Country. Yeah, that's his official nickname. But Joshua and I, ever since we drafted him, we've always called him Big Sexy. It's our own nickname. Kind of like how we call Tavius Robinson the Abominable Snowman. one of these nicknames that we come up with, someone will finally stick. You think they signed Clowney now that you mentioned? Probably not. I mean, I feel like they've got other needs. I think if they sign someone, they're going to go after a DB. Like we drafted Mike Green. We've got Tavius Robinson. I just don't see us going after Clowney. I would love to get Clowney. Like for sure. Like if we can get Clowney, I'd be stoked to get him. But I feel like we probably won't. But I hope we do. That'd be a cool signing. Still have my fingers crossed for Nick Nash. Yeah. I mean, how did Mike Green do? Mike Green did solid. Definitely won some of his reps, didn't get any sacks, but was pretty good in the run game. I thought that's where I noticed him the most was in the run game, being around the ball, shooting lanes. I mean, he's definitely very aggressive in the run game, which, take that as you will. At least he's playing in the run game because a lot of premier pass rushers don't play in the run game. And I know Cam Jordan is critical of that. The Saints Pro Bowl, all pro pass rusher is like he takes shots at guys that don't play the run because he obviously is very good against the run. But Mike Green looks solid in the run game and was getting chipped in the passing game. So, and he definitely won a couple of times. He got to Joe Milton and forced an errant throw. Like Joe Milton had to throw it early, overthrew the wide receiver on the left sideline, but also Joe Milton overthrows like everybody. So, not really. Maybe Mike Green didn't actually do anything, but it looked like Mike Green did something on that one. If they give, I still say if they gave Fowler a chance, you got to give Cleveland a chance. You know what? Yeah, but Cleveland's also bad, so it's just tough. Yeah, Ojabo has a better chance if Isaac misses half the season. Yeah, I feel like Ojabo is going to make the team. I don't know. I was never really worried about that. The question was more, is Ojabo going to play? And with Isaac out, he's definitely going to play. But we'll see. I did see Quentin Johnson. Could somebody update me on what happened with Quentin Johnson? I just saw something on Twitter popped up about he was unconscious or something like that, which obviously do not want to hear. Hopefully he is okay. So if anybody knows anything about that, let me know. Those tackles for the Cowboys were a wall for Ojabo and Green. I don't know. I thought Green did decent against them, but again, no sacks. We had good interior rush. Joe Milton was getting the ball out quick. Cooper Rush had rushed throws. Yeah, Cooper Rush definitely rushed a couple of throws. I mean, that's why he missed Tez Walker in the end zone. Was he tried to get the ball out too quick while moving in the pocket, not necessarily like immediately. Yeah, it's just I really wish we had an option at. I wish we had an option at right guard. It's our biggest problem. Let's see here. What else we got? What other questions you got? I mean, like we've got college football season starting up too. I don't know. I might try and go live on Thursday, depending on if I practice or not, because I'm gonna be gone this upcoming weekend. I'm leaving like right after work on Friday. So maybe I go live after work on Thursday and preview, maybe talk some college football, talk some Ravens, Commanders, maybe fantasy football. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Let me know if you guys want me to go live. I think I can. I mean, I'll definitely have time as long as I don't have practice, which I usually have practice Monday, Wednesday. So I was mad the Ravens didn't pick on a right guard. Yeah, I was surprised we didn't draft a guard. I know Emory Jones, we want to get him over at guard, but he's hurt right now, so we can't really see. I think that one deep ball at the 3-yard line was incomplete. That one deep ball. I don't know what you're referring to, bait, but I guess I'll agree with you. I don't know exactly. Let's see here. Let's pop Twitter back open. Keaton Mitchell, according to John Harbaugh, will be good for the season opener, which is nice to see. Jones was tackled as a project. Yep. We did draft a guard, but a left guard and Dellinger. Yeah, we didn't draft a right guard. Oh, yeah, the one where the Dallas coach challenged. Yeah, that one was very obviously incomplete. I was watching the Cowboys broadcast, and they're like, "Oh, well, he got 2 steps." I'm like, "Dude, he got like 4 steps. He got 4 steps, and then the ball hit the ground." And they were like, "Yep, this is going to be it." Harbaugh also said the plan is to carry 4 running backs, meaning I would assume Rasheen Ali makes the team, which congrats to Rasheen Ali because I was not expecting him to. But that probably means that he won the kick returner job, um, which is nice. Jay Higgins, somebody said that in the chat. Love Jay Higgins. Shout out him. He's a baller, dude. He's a baller. Speaking of ballers, also Simi Fehoko scored today in the first quarter for the Cardinals. For anybody that remembers, I love Simi Fehoko. Simi Fehoko is my favorite football player. 4 running backs for what? I mean, I fully assume that it's because Keaton Mitchell is too good to lose, and then Rasheen Ali will be returning kicks. That's got to be the only reason. Jones would tackle his project. Yeah. Jones is definitely a project. And he's hurt. He's a project that's also hurt. Didn't we carry 4 running backs last year? Yes, but a lot of people speculated, including myself, that part of the reason was because Keaton Mitchell started last year hurt. And so, like, technically he was like on the roster, but hurt. So he was on the 53 initially and then got put on IR or however we did it. Ali is good at running back. I don't know. I'm not sold on Ali at running back. Like, he's just he doesn't look like he looks like he doesn't really know what he's doing. Like he just kind of looks confused sometimes when he's running. Also, he does have a fumbling problem. He didn't fumble. He hasn't fumbled yet this year, so hopefully that's not an issue. But he fumbled a fair bit last year, and he had a huge fumbling problem in college. But he's good on kickoffs, so like I'm good with him making the team. But like he should not take any snaps at running back. Like I don't know. I feel like guys that I feel like we just need to keep are Jay Higgins. I also really like Ravenel. I think he's kind of doing good. Like for the D line, like I think Ravenel is making the most plays, which is good to see. And concussion issues, yeah. Do you think Mike Green's going to make the 53-man roster? Yes. Do you think linebacker 2, Jay Higgins or Trenton? I don't think Jay Higgins can be LB2 right away. I mean, I love him. I want him to be. I would love for him to start at linebacker 2, but he's just not getting early enough snaps in the game where like I feel like he's going to be ready. But Teddy Buchanan, I felt like when Teddy Buchanan and Simpson were both out there on the field, Teddy Buchanan was making more plays. So like I'm kind of worried about like whether or not Trenton Simpson's going to be the starter. Because I don't think Teddy Buchanan's necessarily ready. Yeah, we're cutting Mike Green for sure. Like I think eventually Jay Higgins can absolutely be a starting linebacker in the NFL. Is he able to do it immediately? I don't know, but he better be on the 53-man roster to at least give him a chance to make plays for us because he's good. Like he's a legit football player that needs to be playing in the NFL and on a good defense. Backup linebackers, yeah. I mean, at middle backer, like Mike and Will, like I think it's going to be Buchanan, it's going to be Jay, it's going to be Simpson. I don't know if we're going to keep any others. The problem is 4th on the depth chart right now. The depth chart is compiled by the media. Like the Ravens don't act. The Ravens have never put out. I mean, like never. Maybe they did a long time ago, but in the last like 6 years, the Ravens have never put out an official depth chart. They only do media created ones. Whereas the Browns, like I know the Browns actually put out a depth chart. Like a lot of teams put out a real depth chart. The Ravens don't. Higgins keeps making plays. Absolutely. I feel like Mike Green was a Ravens secret weapon. He did really good, even though he didn't record any sacks. Yeah, no, I think like Mike Green, like even though statistically you look at it and you're like, oh, like you know he wasn't as dominant. Like he was actually making him like he was making plays. Like he was in the backfield a fair bit. which is good to see. You know, he wasn't Lawrence Taylor out there, but he was, you noticed him. Anybody that watched that game, they noticed Mike Green. He was flying around the field. He was in on the fourth down stop. He was in on run stops. He was solid. First time Texas was ranked number 1 in the final AP preseason in program history. This surprised me. I mean, honestly, like they're trying to set up Texas for success. They've got a really good roster. Ohio State, they lost some pieces, but they also lost their offensive coordinator. I feel like Ohio State's better, but you know what? I'm cool with the Texas love. And, we get to figure it out week 1 or week 0, which I'm going to be gone for. So I'm going to be recording it and I'm going to watch it later. Should be a lot of fun. Hear me out. Cup for tight end 3 until likely comes back. Yeah, I'd be good with that. I'm saying that because Teddy was drafted and Jay was undrafted. I would like to see Jay right beside Roquan Smith. I'd love to see him next to Roquan. It'd be a lot of fun. Eagles defense or Vikings defense for fantasy? I'd go with Eagles defense. The Vikings defense can definitely give you plays. Like they have a really good pass rush. The issue is I feel like they play in a better division for offense. Like Ben Johnson's now on the Bears, which is going to help them out a lot. Obviously the Lions have a solid offense, and then like they're just good. Like they play good teams. Whereas the Eagles, they get to play the Giants, and they get to play the Cowboys, which they can kind of destroy those offensive lines. And they just have like a higher floor because of their just 4-man pass rush. But like I think they're both good options. I stream more of my defenses. I'm not a big like stick with one defense guy, unless it's like I don't know if there's any defense that I'd be like, oh, I gotta get them this year. Like I'm probably gonna be streaming defenses again. Like maybe if you want to hold one and like depending on how many spots you have on your bench, drafted good defense like the Broncos or Eagles, and then also drop guys in and out throughout the week if they're playing bad matchups. But I don't know. I'm still mad at Stark for calling that toss play. For Sark, not Stark. Sark for what? As somebody that was rooting for Ohio State, I was pretty happy with it. But also, I really like Ohio State and I really like Texas. I really like both those programs. I'm clearly a Stanford fan. We're not good, but we'll be good again one day. In my fantasy league, we don't have team defense. You're in an IDP league. IDP leagues are fun. I like IDP leagues. I've been in a fair bit of IDP leagues. I feel like Mike Green will make it through a lot of the other Ravens defense players can make sacks. Yeah. Like Mike Green will get sacks. Mike Green will produce if he gets the opportunity. We got to give him the opportunity, but he will produce for sure. Faux show. Cooper Rush hyped up Devontae Walker, which is sick to see. I like seeing that. Quentin Johnson suffered a concussion. Okay. Sounds like he should be fine then. That's good. I mean, not good that he got concussed, but I saw he got knocked out. So it's nice that it was just a concussion. Hopefully he's okay. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Teddy Buchanan. I liked Teddy Buchanan's game today. I thought it was much better, but I mean, Teddy Buchanan is not. I don't feel like I said him and Jay Higgins were the guys that I wanted to watch because they're the guys in that have chances to take over as a starter this year. But I feel like right now Teddy Buchanan's not ready. Do you think our kick return success will continue in the regular season? I don't think we'll be great. I think we'll probably be a middle of the road kick return team. I think Ali's fine, but I don't think Ali's like great at it. And Keaton Mitchell's all right at it. He's not terrible. What do you think the Ravens wide receivers are going to be this year? I mean, we talked about this week on the show, but I think we're going to keep 6 to start the year. LeJounte, Tez, Tylen, Nuke, Zay and Bate to start. And then I think we'll practice squad Anthony Miller and Dayton Wade. We're cutting Lamar 100%. Why would we keep a running back at the quarterback position? We've already got a wide receiver that plays quarterback in Malik Cunningham. So, yeah, I do think Simpson's the starter, which isn't the best, but you know what? Like, he has the potential. He has the athleticism to make big plays. Like, he definitely made some plays today in the run game. It's just, he's nothing at this point in his career. He's nothing like to fear, I guess, for other quarterbacks or teams. But he at least has the athleticism to go sideline to sideline and make some plays. Just got to start having that vision, that recognition. Let's see. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. Long work week. Hello, may I come up? What's up, Danny? I don't know what that means. Oh, did somebody ask to join? I don't know who this is. I don't know. I've never been live on. I'm like never live on TikTok. Oh, the problem is my headphones are connected. The people on the other stream won't be able to hear you. If I was just live on TikTok, then I'd do it for sure. But I'm also live on YouTube, and so people won't be able to hear you. Unfortunately, Cooper Rush needs to give Mike Green number 15. No, I'm gonna make a stand. I don't like the low jersey number pass rushers. I like 45. I'm cool with 45. I think that's a cool number. Would you have chosen Loop or Andrew Borregales in the draft if you could? Borregales, was he Florida State or was he Miami? How's his new kicker? He won the job. 83% today. He's got a leg. We're gonna see how he does. I remember I liked the Miami kicker the most, but I can't remember any of their names. Miami, I would have taken Borregales. How's he doing in preseason? Actually, that's a great question. How is Borregales doing in preseason? I would like Mike Green 91, not 15. 91. I don't know. I don't like 91. I don't like 91 as a number for an edge rusher. Like, I like it for CJ Ravenel. I think I like it on there. Like interior D line, I'm cool with 91. What do you think starts our offense next week at wide receiver? Tez. I'm like, give him the reps. Like, here's the thing. Like, Tez is good. We all know Tez is good, but give him reps. Like, he's wide receiver 4. Give him the reps. Any UDFA locks to make the 53-man roster? I don't know if there's any locks, but I think that Jay Higgins should. Ravenel should. And the DB. Look at that guy. The guy's name. James. What's his name? I'm blanking on his name. James. Ruben Lowry. I don't know why I was thinking Jim or James. That was Ruben Lowry. That Miami kicker went undrafted. Is he on a roster, though? Is he even in a tryout? Lowry. Yeah, thank you. I don't know what was going on in my head there. We got the same jersey. It's a great jersey, Jeff. I don't know who I want to get for my next Ravens jersey. He's on the Patriots, I believe. Okay. Let's see. Let's check the Patriots stats. They won 20-12. Did he kick? He went 1 for 2. Ooh, yikes. Not good. 77. Yeah, no, I'm not getting a Daniel Falele jersey. Yeah, he played. He went 1 for 2. I'm getting Kyle or Roquan next. I've got Kyle. I don't have Roquan. Here's the thing. I don't love number 0. I'm I don't think it looks good on a jersey. So I'm not getting Rogue One. I like multi-numbered jerseys unless it's a quarterback. But I've got Ray, Lamar, Henry, Hamilton. Like maybe I might get Marlon. Like I love Marlon Humphrey. Yeah, 44. Yeah. Marlon, like that 44 just looks awesome on a jersey. Or I could get Mike Green. Mike Green would be cool. That would definitely be cool. There's no other games going on besides Arizona, and I really don't want to watch that game. Like, is anybody interesting playing in that game? Like, I think they're all in. Tyler Beatty's playing. He's still in, but that's about it. I did see a Kamari Mumpfield, the Pitt wide receiver, scored a touchdown in the first quarter, which was cool because I was a big fan of him in the draft as like a late day 3 guy. I'm cool to see the Rams because I loved Puka Nacua too, and they drafted him and they turned him into something good. Do you think Green will be a top 10 pass rusher by the end of his career? I think he could. Like, if Mike Green became a top 10 pass rusher in the NFL, I would not be shocked at all. If he didn't become a top 10 pass rusher and was just a good rotational piece, I also wouldn't be shocked. I'd still be happy with that production, right? If he's an 8 sack per year guy, I'd be really happy with that as a second round draft pick. But he has the potential to be, I mean, let's be honest, defensive player of the year. Like, absolutely. If Andrews was traded, Elijah Arroyo or Mason Taylor were great options. I wanted Gunnar Helm, though. Those both were definitely good options at tight end. Arroyo was cool. I liked Arroyo. I like Mason Taylor, actually, a lot. Mason Taylor went to the Jets, I want to say, right? Jets? I think he went to the Jets. I don't remember where Arroyo went. I have no idea. Yeah, Jets. Okay. Finally a Ravens fan. Are there you looking for Ravens fans? What's going on, Matt? Live stream before and after every Ravens game. And apparently now on TikTok too, which I guess is fun. Appreciate the follow, Married to Sports Podcast. Appreciate it. Let's see here. I don't know. I'm probably gonna be alive for a couple more minutes. I don't know. You guys got any? I mean, we can talk non-Ravens related stuff too. Joshua is not here. Joshua, they had a scrimmage. Yeah, his dad was Jason Taylor, and that means his aunt is Joy Taylor, also. Because if y'all didn't know, Joy Taylor is Jason Taylor's sister. Have you met your super fan at Sammy C? Who the heck is Sammy C? Nope, I've not met Sammy C. That's probably the strangest comment I've ever seen. We got a score prediction for week 1. Ooh, I don't know. I'll say score prediction week 1 as a rough estimate. 32-23. Jason Taylor was a dog. Jason Taylor was a dog. Jason Taylor was nasty. Y'all don't know about Jason Taylor. I mean, actually, you probably do, but Jason Taylor was nice. Let's see here. See, the Ravens just dropped an article. Let's see how much I agree with it. A lot of times I don't be agreeing with the Ravens articles. Stock report. Let's see. Who wrote this? Ryan Make. Oh, yeah, I'll probably disagree with it. He doesn't even say anything in his first thing. Shout out to Ryan Make. Tess Walker. You know, honestly, kind of the same guys I brought up. Let's see here. What else we got? 28-31 loop walk-off field goal, just like JT versus the Pats in his rookie year. I'd be down with it. I mean, Justin Tucker hit what? 3 game-winning walk-off field goals in his rookie season. Is that the NFL record? He's on my team on Madden 12. Isn't it Madden 25? Or is that Madden 13? Can't remember. Or is that Madden 4? No, that's Madden 14. It's Madden 25. Do you have a Ray Lewis jersey? Yes, I have 2 Ray Lewis jerseys. I've got a lot of jerseys in my closet. I can show you guys. Kind of a mess in there. But here's all my jerseys. Total mess. And then you can see some of my shoes. But that's where most of my jerseys are. Total mess. Was not planning on showing the closet reveal. Madden 12 was the last year he was featured. Madden 12 was Jason Taylor's last year. That makes sense. I have a Kyle Bowler jersey. My favorite Ravens jersey that I have. Oh, I gotta get up and find it. Do I have it? I don't even know if I still have it. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Here's my old Steve McNair jersey. That's my favorite Ravens jersey I have. Shout out Steve McNair. I've also got this one. This one's pretty cool. Oh, not my Lamar jersey. My Lamar jersey is cool, but I want to grab this jersey. I like this jersey. This is my Odell signed jersey. I did not get that one hanging up though. I was just chilling in the closet. My favorite is Terrell Suggs. Ever consider going to the Ravens-Packers game in Lambeau this December? I've considered it. I know a huge Packers fan. That'd be fun to go to. That'd be a really fun game. But like, I want to go to Lambeau and like root for the Packers is the problem. And like, obviously, if I go to Lambeau to watch the Ravens, I'm gonna root for the Ravens. But like, I want to like experience Lambeau as a Packers fan and wear like a Packers jersey and like, I don't know. I feel like when I go to like really popular, really my favorite's not the Lamar autograph. Well, this was my favorite. That one's my favorite Ravens jersey. It's not my favorite jersey I have though. It's probably not my favorite jersey. Actually, it probably is because the Ravens sent it to me. But my non-Ravens favorite jersey. I'll grab my favorite jersey that's not the Ravens is my this is my autogram jersey. It's a full 100% authentic replica from the same factory they used to make the original jerseys. This is the front. But this is my favorite jersey. My goated jersey. Sorry for showing a Browns jersey on stream, guys. I have a Dennis Pitta Super Bowl jersey. That's pretty sick. And Bolden. I know I gotta wear my jerseys more often in videos. The problem is a lot of my jerseys aren't Ravens jerseys, and people get pissed if I'm not wearing a Ravens jersey in the video. Because I've done like videos where like I'm rocking like a Herbert jersey or something, and people are like, "Why are you? How dare you?" And I'm like, "Sorry, I was just vibing with the Herbert jersey that day." Or like I've got a Cooper DeJean jersey. I've got a Marshall Faulk, Earl Campbell. I've got what else I got in there? I've got a lot of NBA jerseys too. Couldn't even look at the jersey. Hey, just know Otto Graham was a part of the organization that became the Baltimore Ravens. So he's part of our history. Ravens 8-9 this year through what? 10 weeks? 8-9 wins through 10 weeks. I'm good with that. 15-2. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's only preseason. And like the Ravens really don't have any like rookies that are like interesting to watch because like they're all playing all the rookies that are like we need them to play well, they're playing fine. I have a D Wade jersey and LeBron. My basketball, I've got Shaq on the Heat. I've got Pistol Pete. I've got Chris Paul, Shea, Chet, another Shea, Embiid. That might be it. I don't know. That might be it. Maybe not. I've also got a Barry Sanders jersey. It's one of my favorites because I love Barry. Big Barry fan. I want a Cooper DeJean Iowa jersey. I've got the Kelly Green Cooper DeJean jersey. Lamar or Hurts? Who's better? What is this a question people are having? Is this a debate now? This ain't a debate. I'm not even answering that question. It's a ridiculous question. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you. Ridiculous question. Ridiculous. Let's see. I've got 5 or 6 baseball jerseys, but they're all Braves jerseys. I've got Acuna. I think I have 2 Acuna. Strider, 2 Acuna, Strider, Ozzie, Riley, Dion. Yeah, 6. Top 5 quarterbacks this season, best chances of winning it all. Okay. So top 5 quarterbacks this season, I would go Mahomes, or I go Lamar, Mahomes, Allen. Lamar, Mahomes, Allen, Herbert, Burrow would be my top 5 quarterbacks. Likelihood to win the Super Bowl, I would say number 1, Baltimore Ravens, number 2, Philadelphia Eagles. Number 3, I'm actually going to go with the San Francisco 49ers. Number 4, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. And then number 5, I will put the I don't know who I want at 5. I'm gonna say the Chargers. Like I don't know. Like I just don't know. Rams. I thought about the Rams, but like actually, 5. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know who would be my 5. Like I thought about the Bills. They're gonna have a really good offense. Their defense is tough, but Herbert and Burrow over Hurts is crazy to me. I just think Hurts is benefited by his system more than any other quarterback in the league, which is fine. Like Hurts is like really good for the Eagles. Like he works really well for him. Detroit, I don't know how without Ben Johnson, I don't know how they're gonna do. I think they're definitely going to have growing pains. Ravens, Eagles, Rams, Chargers, Broncos. Wow, Broncos. I don't know. I'm not a believer in the Broncos. Not a believer in Bo Nix. I think last year the system greatly benefited him. Now we have a second year of him. They didn't really improve their wide receivers. Their running game's still going to be difficult. I know they drafted RJ Harvey, but like they're missing, like definitely missing too much for me to like believe in the Broncos to be a contender. Like I don't know if I'd pick the Broncos to make the playoffs. Like actually, I know I wouldn't. Like I definitely won't be picking him out. You think Henry beats out Barkley for ground player of the year? I think that fully depends on who is healthy. I mean, like Jonathan Taylor could win it. Chris McCaffrey could win it. Jahmyr Gibbs could win it. There's too many good running backs to say it's a 2-man race. Commanders, yeah, it could be the Commanders. The Commanders, though, again, year 2 of Cliff. How's he gonna look? The Commanders, obviously Jaden Daniels will be in year 2. Like I think Jaden Daniels will be better, but his completion percentage was a little bit blown out of proportion because the first half of the season, the amount of screens and checkdowns that they were throwing. Like I don't know if I'm necessarily a huge believer in. in the Commanders this year. Not saying they're going to be bad. Like I think they'll be solid. I'd pick them to make the playoffs for sure, but I don't know if I'd be doing that. I'm not a fan of Bo. Just saying that yeah, they've got a good defense for sure. I just don't think Bo Nix is winning the Super Bowl this year. Someone said, "What NFL team do you root for?" Well, my channel name is TTB Ravens. I'm wearing a Ravens jersey, Ravens hat. I've got a Lamar Jackson jersey in the background, so I'm a Steelers fan. You think Wester's still making the team? 100%. He's our punt returner. He's our punt returner for sure. Thoughts on the Pats this year? I like what the Pats are doing. I mean, I don't think this is going to be their breakout year. I like Drake May a lot. He was my QB2 last year. Or actually, no, he was my QB3 last year. But I like him a lot. I thought he was definitely a quarterback to build around, and he looked good. I love Henderson. I think the Mike Vrabel hire is fantastic. Like, I don't think they're going to be a good team this year, but I think they're fully rebuilding very well. And I expect them to be like potentially a playoff team in like 1 or 2 years. Like then that's where we can start to see like the jump. But I don't think this is the jump year. I think this year we'll see the improvements. They'll be in some closer games, but I don't think they'll be winning a lot this year. But I like what they're doing for sure. Definitely like what they're doing. Trying to think of like what else they added this year. Because obviously I know Henderson's the big one, but they drafted. Who did they draft? Also, they drafted somebody else that I really liked, and I can't remember who it was. Now I'm curious. Patriots draft class. Let's see. The Patriots drafted. Oh yeah, they drafted Will Campbell, who I loved. Kyle Williams. Yeah, I remember really liking this draft. Joshua Farmer, Braden Swenson. Damn, this is a great draft. I was like, I remember really liking it. Yeah, they're terrific. A lot of guys that I was a huge fan of, including Braden Swenson, Kyle Williams, Henderson, and Will Campbell. They got a good class. Browns. You root for the Browns? I don't know. What does Browns mean? You want me to talk about the Browns? I don't. Gotta ask a question. You can't just say things. I would say Ravens versus Rams Super Bowl. I got Chargers Ravens AFC Championship game. Rams Eagles NFC Championship game. Oh my goodness. You got the Ravens playing LA, basically. Ravens versus the state of California. That'd be cool because my sister's moving to LA and I'm gonna try to go to LA this year. Absolutely zero ball knowledge. Thank you. Appreciate it. You didn't even ask a question. I actually wanted Josh Farmer over Teddy in the 4th round. I mean, I wanted Jay Higgins over Teddy, so guess who looks better? Cleveland Browns draft picks. Cleveland's class. Let's look up Cleveland. I like Judkins. I really like the Judkins pick. Oh, Mason Graham. That was a great pick. Let's see here. Mason Graham, Carson Swetzinger. That was a really good pick. Judkins, Harold Fannin, Gabriel, Dylan Simpson. Yeah, I love the Browns draft. Browns draft was terrific. I was a huge fan of Graham, huge fan of Swetzinger. Dylan Sampson, I also loved. Harold Fannin, I thought was really solid. Yeah, Cleveland Browns nailed the draft. Problem is they're the Browns, and they got Shedeur and Gabriel. Like, that was a great draft class. Everyone wanted Josh Farmer in the 4th that I know that are Ravens fans. Saints versus Jags game. Who do we think will win tomorrow? Probably the Saints because they're going to be playing a better quarterback. Like, I assume Rattler's going to play, and I assume that they're going to have Tyler Shuck play. So in preseason, always go with the team with a quarterback that like has something to play for. Like the Jags, who the heck is going to be playing quarterback for the Jags? I have no idea. Like, I feel like the Saints should definitely win that for sure. Dome game always makes a difference. I mean, maybe not in preseason. I do like Peoples. Yeah, I like Peoples for sure. I love Peoples. Fub. Fub is such a great nickname. Fub Peebles is a goated nickname. Fub. Like Fub with the TFL. FUBTFL. That's what we're gonna be saying. About Buffalo versus the Bears. Loki probably Buffalo because Mitch Trubisky, like Loki be playing well. And Mitch Trubisky's like a preseason. Wait, is Mitch not on the Bills anymore? Hold up, where's Mitch at? I think he's on the Bills still, right? Um, let's see. He is on. Yeah, he's on the Bills. Yeah, Bills. Like, I'm not trying to pick. Oh my gosh, Tyler Bagent is the backup quarterback, right, for the Bears. That guy sucks. 2K on my glorious Ravens heading to Buffalo to go all in. Oh my gosh, send it. I guess if you got it, send it. What happened to AJ Brown from the Eagles? Nothing. He's really good. Oh wait, did something happen to AJ Brown? Hold up. Are you asking because something happened? Oh no. Hopefully nothing. Hopefully nothing happened to him. I'm an AJ Brown fiend. I love AJ Brown. I haven't heard anything. Saints could be the worst year this year. They might be the worst team in the league. You got a running back at quarterback, so doesn't get the ball. Hey, you won the Super Bowl. Oh, it said he went to the Patriots? Definitely didn't. Higgins over Trent and Teddy. I mean, any way to hype up Jay Higgins, I'm for it. Any Jay Higgins hype, I'm here for it. Ashton Genty balled out today. 100%. Ashton Genty's a beast. Like, everyone was like over like reacting because the first preseason game. Like, guys, it's preseason. It doesn't actually matter. Like, who cares how running backs look? Like, sure, if they look, as long as they look explosive or look like they have balance, and guess what? Ashton Genty looked like he had both. Like, he's probably not going to play the rest of the preseason. But like, that's all it's going to be. Raiders a sneaky team this season. Raiders are going to be solid. That whole division's going to be solid. Is the problem? Like, if you told me the Chiefs went 2-4 in their division, I wouldn't be shocked. Not saying the Chiefs are the worst team in that division. I think they're the best team in the division, but like, it's a really good division. And it's well coached as well. Like, you've got Pete Carroll, Hall of Fame coach, Sean Payton, Hall of Fame coach, Jim Harbaugh, Hall of Fame coach, and Andy Reid, Hall of Fame coach. You don't get better than that. Like, Bucks are the most evenly balanced team in the league right now. Not best, but evenly balanced. I don't know. I don't think so. I think there's definitely more balanced teams. There's just teams that are really bad at both offense and defense. Like, yeah, I would not say the Bucks are the most evenly balanced. Not at all. Like, they got good receivers. I like Baker. I don't love the running backs. Do you think the Ravens are making the bowl this year? Yes, I do. I think they should. The question is, will they? I wanted AJ Brown when we drafted Hollywood Brown, but we drafted the Ron Brown. I don't know. I wanted Hollywood, but I also wanted not Greg Roman. So that didn't help Hollywood. Bird Bowl this year, Ravens versus Eagles. That'd be cool. I'd want Falcons versus Ravens. Michael Penix. That's my dog. I love Michael Penix. Concerned about this O-line. Here's the problem. The only problem we have at O-line is right guard. We have 4 solid O-linemen. That should be okay. Knock on wood if we stay healthy. Knock on wood. Peoples isn't ready, but I like his upside. Yeah, I mean, Peoples is like D tackle 4. I miss Kirkio. No. I'm like the world's biggest Michael Penix fan, so it'll be fun to see. That's probably going to do it for this live, though, guys. I will go live again this upcoming week because I'm going to be gone next weekend. So I'll try and go live on Thursday, and I'll try and put out 2 or 3 shorts / TikToks every day as well. But comment down below like what you guys want me to talk about because it should be a lot of fun. Does Ojabo make the cut because of the Isaac injury? No, I think he was going to make it before. But thank you all so much. Subscribe for more, and I'll see y'all again next time.